before I even think about writing a lander, I have to actually just sit there and think about what my offer is.
Hey, my name is Jason Wojo. Welcome to my channel. I run a multiple seven-figure agency. For the past 4 years, I've helped generate me and my clients over $75 million, and I've been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine and New York Weekly's 30 Under 30. This channel is for business owners looking to scale their business with paid ads, systems, creating more resistible offers, and ultimately making more money. So make sure you subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Because there's a lot of incongruencies here that are gonna make it harder for you to scale, and I'll go into that because it's gonna be a higher lead cost. First of all, just by reading this headline, your lead cost is gonna be higher because you're trying to only target Orlando, okay? When you just target that one city, you're leaving yourself not open to because you wanna run a big agency, you gotta be able to hit people all over. So I mean, UK, Australia, US, Canada, like there's business owners everywhere. I would not keep myself just to Orlando. Also, like when you talk about something like this right off the bat where it says well-known, like no one actually cares. They want the results to then prove that you're well-known or that you're known in the niche. So that's why I start mine off with 8-figure advertiser, because I can show screenshots and I can back it up. With like,
so, yeah, at that time I didn't have any of that stuff. Like now I have a little bit more proof, but I did this like 2 months
like
ago.
Like an easier angle would be like, and this is why like right now we're going through this Instagram stuff that I'm having problems with, and we're investing in press and stuff like that. So you could use angles like that where I could be like Forbes published 8-figure advertiser. Like that would probably increase my conversion rate. Just like little things like that that you could tweak with the social proof. Reveals his Marilla system. Okay, so they know that you're taking it from here. I know you're trying to go for a unique mechanism, but a unique mechanism should be something that is like, there has to be an end result in the unique mechanism. So like, for example, if you're trying to book appointments, which is going on their calendar, I would do something where it's like the MD calendar catapult or something like that, or like calendar something that has like a cool adjective to know that you're booking appointments and booking out a calendar. That allows realtors, professionals, that's very vague, and small businesses to generate booked appointments for 20 to, that's way too much of a range. People don't want to look at how much they're paying, they want to look at how much they're getting. So if you were to say here, like, and this is why we're going to go over the offer. So before I really get into the end of this, right now you're working with just 3 niches, correct? Carlos, yeah. Okay, so what do you mean by professionals? Because I want to refine this.
Like it could be like a loan officer, accountant. So I just put that in there, not that I would work.
Now, do you want to work? Do you want to work with like coaches, consultants, service providers as well?
Right.
Okay. I mean, here's the thing, right? So we could say in the ads like, oh, coach, consultant, service providers, and small businesses, but people who are e-com are still going to hit you up. Like excluding e-com from this, it will hurt you because there's so many e-com stores out there. Like I think there's way more Shopify stores than service providers who are just chilling on Instagram looking for an ad agency. And I know you hate e-com, but I'm telling you right now, 70% of our clients are e-com.
Yeah.
And it just makes way more money. So I would just literally just say business owners or online entrepreneurs, like go very broad because you want to, like you're at 8 to 10K a month. This is going to take you a really long time to really niche down. And like, yeah, you could build systems around this, but I would only push ad spend to this once you have cash. So if you're sitting there and you got 50, 75 grand in your account and you're like, okay, you know what, we're getting broad business owners, we're making 25K, 30K a month. Now I can put and, inject 5K, 10K in ad spend this month because I have the cash into narrowing down the niche and building more systems around this. But if you're going to do realtors and loan officers, you can't just do Orlando. No, because your cost per booked call is probably going to be $300, $400 for this. If you go broad, it's going to be 75 to 125. You'll get more people in the ecosystem. The only reason why that we get clients and I've like mastered this acquisition part is just because I just go so broad and I'm always just building systems around new niches. And you have to be able to like adjust to those things. Like a lot of people, maybe in your guys' businesses right now, you just want to do this one niche, you want to do this one thing, and it's like, that's cool. but at the same time, you don't have enough cash to inject to actually get real ad results because you're so narrow. And a lot of people will sell you the programs where it's like, yeah, only like, niche down, do this one niche, you'll make way more money, you could charge more, but your scalability is so less. You don't have clients onboarding every single day. You got one client onboarding every 3 days. Your cash flow is inconsistent. Maybe 1 week it's dry. You got to pay payroll. You got to pay ad spend. I never want to rely on just one niche to feed me. Never. So, and then generate booked appointments for $20 to $70. I would go for the way that I would twist this would be this. I would say, and like on average, Carlos, how many booked appointments, if they have the right ad spend and you know that's the cost, how many booked appointments can you guarantee them a month? Because at the end of the day, if you're saying $20 to $70, you have to have some type of guarantee behind this like system. That's your unique mechanism. Now, I'm not saying that you should because guarantees are kind of hard in the beginning and agency owners are scared to give guarantees. I don't give guarantees personally because I just don't want to attract people who only want guarantees and they don't understand that business is a risk. Those clients are the worst. They're the biggest headaches and they're just sitting there. Like we had a client once when I was doing the 150 booked appointments a month for credit repair and we got to the end of the month and we got 147 and she's like, I want my money back. I'm like, are you serious? Like 147, that's crazy. And I never wanted to deal with that again. So I'm like, you know what, forget this.
Not to mention for agencies, you can't do guarantees.
Yeah, that's like literally,
It's illegal.
yeah, like it's actually illegal. Like FTC, I know you guys see people online doing like guarantees. Those are actually illegal.
It's actually illegal.
You can't do that. That's FTC non-compliant. The reason why those people can is because they're not making a lot of money, so they're under the radar. They're not making like multiple six figures a month and getting audited by the IRS and like other shit. Like they're just like making low amounts of money.
Another thing too, so generate booked appointments for $20 to $70. Do you think that like realtors, professionals, and small businesses are even gonna have like insight or context as to like what that means? Whether or not that's a good range. Like I wouldn't. Like I think if I fell into one of those categories, like I wouldn't know whether that was good, bad.
So I'm gonna kind of like.
I was banking more on the actual ad because on the ad I explain it what it is, and then further in like the landing page, I think I touch on like what the book.
Yeah, so that's a good point. But if they don't get this, they're not gonna move any further down.
Right.
That's why we have to fix this thing first. So like I kind of want to rewrite the headline. First thing would be. We'll just do an example, but like realistically, by the time that you start running ads to this and you're injecting cash, like you should have been able to generate clients over 7 figures. Either you're doing seller leads, right? Don't you have a client who's doing seller? Well, those houses are what? $300,000, $600,000?
So my best testimonial is actually with buyers, and then the guy has sold like $2 million in real estate.
Okay, so we could say 7-figure marketer then. Like, dude, it's about how much you've sold. Like, I say 8 figures. I don't say it for 10 million. Like, I've actually sold over 75 million. Because I'll just go through my clients and I'm like, all right, like, what is this? And I just tally it up, man. Okay. And also, like, on any landing page like this, I always put an attention bar above the logo. So, like, the attention bar is kind of cool. Because if they just see a logo, like, yeah, I get it, it's for Facebook compliance, but I want to also get their attention up here with something that's like blue or red with white text. That's above this. That says attention, business owners looking to scale their business with paid ads. Like that's literally like, I've tested so many attention bars and that one has worked. And people always tell me like, oh, like that's not very specific. I'm like, well, honestly, it works because business owners don't want to feel complicated. Like that's literally what they want to do. Everybody tries to like, I know you have a unique mechanism, but no one wants to be crazy complicated by the first sentence that they read. They want you to talk to them like they're 5 years old. That's always how I talk on any landing page. But what do people who are young like? Curiosity. And that's why unique mechanisms work.